The bond dissociation energy of BF3 in BF3 is 646 kilojoule per mole, whereas that of CF in CF4 is 515. What is the correct reason for higher BF bond dissociation energy as compared to that of CF? Now, if you have done, chemical bonding in a good manner, then you might have come across this BF3. In this compound basically, we generally use BF3 as Lewis acid also. Why? Because boron is electron deficient. Now, why it is electron deficient? According to the octet rule, each atom should have at least 8 electrons in its outermost shell to become stable. But over here, if we see, in boron earlier there were 3 electrons and now it is forming 3 bonds. That means this boron is having basically only 6 electrons. 3 are shared from this. So that means its octet is not complete, right? It is having incomplete octet. Now, what happens is, generally it has availability of free p orbital. P orbitals are free because basically it should have formed 4 bonds, right? That means 1 orbital is free. So in that case, what happens is, now fluorine is having 3 lone pairs in its outermost shell. So what happens is, this lone pair, it gets donated over here, right? So that means this kind of a structure is formed where this is F, right? So what happens is, this is called p-pi back bonding. Now due to this back bonding, what happens? Boron now has 8 electrons in its outermost shell and this becomes stable, right? So, and due to this pi bonding, what happens is, this BF bond gains a double bond character, right? It is having a double bond character as well. That means it now becomes difficult to break this bond as compared to in CF4, because over here there is only single bond between CF, right? So due to this double bond character, the bond dissociation energy is higher. That means the correct option should be C, which is saying that significant p-pi interaction. This is called p-pi back bonding interaction between B and F in BF3, whereas there is no possibility of such interaction between CF and CF4. That means option C is correct, right? So actually this is an important concept. This should be known to every student that this is forming a back bond. Back bonding is occurring. This is important actually. Sometimes these kind of questions are also asked in IIT JEE as well, right?